Hi, welcome to this edition of Book Notes. Today I want to talk about a book called Love and Respect by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. It's a book that we actually published about 5 years ago, but I'm just getting around to reading it. It's a book that has sold over 1 million copies, a book that continues to be one of Thomas Nelson's top 5 bestsellers. But Gail and I had the incredible privilege about a week and a half ago of going to a marriage seminar that Emerson and his wife Sarah led in Dallas, Texas. We've been to a lot of marriage seminars, we've read a lot of marriage books, but this one really was different. I mean, they talked about love and explained it with great insight, but the thing that I thought was extremely helpful is what they had to say about respect, which is something, frankly, you don't hear a lot of people talking about. They began with this passage from 1 Corinthians chapter 7, and the book actually begins with this as well, where the Apostle Paul says that if you marry, you've not sinned, but you will have trouble. And I think that's really got to be our expectation, that we are so different as men and women that we're going to have trouble. That's natural. It's what we do with that and whether or not we can work through it that ultimately determines whether our marriage is going to be successful or not. And one of the things that they do in the book is they explain something they call the crazy cycle, which is very helpful. But the idea is that if a man doesn't get the respect that he needs from his wife, he won't give to her the love that she needs. And if she doesn't get the love that she needs, she won't confer upon him the respect that he needs. And so it's this vicious cycle, this crazy cycle that you probably know couples that are trapped in this and can't seem to get out. Maybe you yourself are trapped in it and can't seem to get out. One of the things that he also talks about in the book is he uses an acronym for men to help them understand what their wives need. And it's an acronym called COUPLE. And it stands for closeness, openness, understanding, peacemaking, loyalty, and esteem. And Emerson devotes a separate chapter to each one of those attributes of this COUPLE acronym. Then to the women he explains, using an acronym called CHAIR, what the men need. And that has to do with conquest, hierarchy, authority, insight, relationship, and sexuality. And again, he devotes a separate chapter to each one of these various aspects of respect. But it's a book that's so powerful that Gail and I are actually thinking about teaching through it in a couples class this fall. We've ordered the DVD study series because we want to use that and let them get it directly from Emerson. He's such an incredible communicator. And then in addition to that, because we're trying to take the book to the next level at Thomas Nelson and really explode this and sell another 1 million copies, is that we're making 200 copies available to the first 200 bloggers that request a copy to review on their blog site. And you can do that through the book review blogger program that we offer at Thomas Nelson. But regardless, if you just want to read this book, you won't be disappointed. It's a fantastic book. I heartily recommend it.